Night has fallen, and the valley around you grows quiet. Shadows stretch across the ground, and the air feels heavy, as if the battles of the day are whispering their last threats. This is the hour when many feel alone, when fears speak louder, when enemies plot in the dark, and when the tongue of the wicked tries to strike unseen. But tonight, you are not alone. Your shepherd walks into your valley. He sees every fear that tried to cling to your chest today. He knows every attack that rose against you, the words spoken in secret, the lies formed in shadows, the voices that tried to poison your peace. But the Lord, your defender, steps into the darkness with authority. His light moves beside you, soft but unshakable, warming the cold edges of your heart. Tonight, God fights for you. Tonight, He silences every evil tongue. Tonight, He destroys every whisper meant to harm you. As you breathe slowly, the valley shifts. What once felt threatening now becomes a sanctuary. The shepherd stands between you and every enemy, every fear, every unseen force. His rod and His staff comfort you. His presence surrounds you like a shield, and this night becomes holy, because God has stepped into it. Stay until the end of this prayer. There is a victory waiting for you, a peace deeper than sleep, a covering stronger than any attack, and a promise that when morning comes, you will rise renewed. Subscribe to receive God's protection every night. The valley of your night opens wide before you, silent and heavy. You feel the weight of every battle you face today resting on your shoulders. Shadows gather at the edges, whispering doubts that try to rise again. You can sense enemies hidden in the dark, watching, waiting, but the Lord has already stepped into this valley ahead of you. His presence pushes back the gloom with a strength you can feel. The battle begins the moment His light touches the night. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. Around you, the spiritual atmosphere shifts like wind before a storm. Every lie spoken against you trembles under His authority. Every evil tongue loses its power as His footsteps echo. Every hidden enemy recoils from the brightness of His approach. You are not fighting alone, not tonight, not ever. God walks close, His shadow covering you like armor. The valley feels different now, less threatening, more sacred. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. You can almost hear the whispers that tried to harm you today. Words of envy, criticism, deceit, and cruelty linger in the air. The enemy uses tongues like arrows, sharp and silent in the dark. But the Lord sees every one of them, even those never spoken aloud. He knows the thoughts formed against you in secret places. He knows the intentions hidden behind polite smiles. Nothing escapes His watchful eye in this valley. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. Fears rise like smoke when you remember what was said about you. Accusations, distortions, judgments meant to wound your spirit. Tonight, those memories echo as shadows stretching long. But the shepherd lifts His hand, and the shadows scatter instantly. He does not allow lies to stand in His presence. He does not tolerate harm spoken toward His children. Your fear dissolves in the warmth of His nearness. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. You notice the darkness beginning to pull back from your path. What once felt suffocating now seems to retreat respectfully. The presence of God creates a perimeter around your soul. No curse can cross it. No attack can break through it. His protection is not symbolic. It is real, strong, alive. You can feel it like a shield settling over your heart. This is where the true battle begins. In peace, not panic. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. Enemies in the spirit realm sense His arrival before you do. They tremble at His authority, unable to speak or move freely. Every evil tongue that rose against you begins to falter. Every hidden plot loses its power under His gaze. God is not passive. He confronts darkness immediately. He stands between you and every force that sought your harm. The valley becomes a battleground where victory is certain. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. You breathe deeply, and something inside you loosens. The tension you carried all day finally begins to break. Because when God enters the valley, burdens lift as naturally as dawn. You feel held, defended, understood by the one who sees everything. Your fear becomes smaller as his presence grows larger. Your heart steadies under the weight of his protection. This is the beginning of a holy night. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. The shepherd's eyes scan every corner of the valley. He misses nothing, not one threat, not one hidden shadow. His vigilance gives you the courage to stand and breathe again. Tonight, God is not distant. He is closer than your own thoughts. He watches over you with devotion, not obligation. His love is not quiet. It shields, fights, and surrounds you. Your enemies know this, and they tremble. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. The night darkens deeper, but the darkness no longer intimidates you. You begin to understand that the valley is under his command. Every echo of negativity loses its power near his voice. Every malicious word fades into insignificance. God's presence speaks louder than every enemy combined. His footsteps silence the noise of fear. He is here, and that changes everything. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. You feel a stirring in the air like heaven preparing to act. The winds of battle gather, but not against you, for you. Your shepherd lifts his staff, signaling unseen armies. Heaven listens when he speaks, even in whispers. Your enemies stand frozen, unable to advance another inch. The Lord takes command of the night on your behalf. Your safety becomes the agenda of heaven. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. Now your spirit begins to settle into this holy atmosphere. What felt like a valley of fear becomes a sanctuary of peace. You are completely surrounded by divine protection. No lie, no attack, no evil tongue can penetrate his presence. God stands guard like a warrior assigned only to you. The battle has begun, but victory is already declared. Peace rises inside you like light breaking through clouds. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. This is the moment the night transforms. What the enemy meant to use against you collapses in the light. God is not simply watching the valley, he is ruling it. He walks beside you with authority strong enough to shake darkness. He prepares you for victory even before conflict appears. You can sleep tonight, knowing he entered the valley first. And where he stands, no evil tongue can prosper. Psalm 52 opens with a piercing question. Why do you boast of evil, you mighty man? Tonight, God exposes every boast spoken against you. Those who used their words like weapons believed they were strong. But the Lord reveals the truth. Evil has no real power. Cruel tongues may rise, but they cannot stand forever. The one who defends you stands taller than every lie. God begins this reading by silencing the arrogance of your enemies. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. Your tongue plots destruction. It is like a sharpened razor. The Lord sees every razor-sharp word spoken to wound your peace. He knows the sting of criticism, betrayal, gossip, and deceit. But tonight, he breaks the edge of that blade. Not one destructive word will reach your spirit. The shepherd places his hand over your heart, guarding it fully. You are protected from every razor tongue that rose against you. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. You love evil rather than good, falsehood rather than speaking the truth. Some people delight in twisting your words, your intentions, your story, but God does not judge you by the lies of others. He judges you by truth, his truth, and his eyes see clearly. Tonight, he separates you from every false accusation. He restores your honor where others tried to diminish it. Truth rises like light breaking the grip of night. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. You love every harmful word. There are people who speak casually, unaware of the harm they cause. Others use their voices deliberately as tools of destruction. But neither can overpower the voice of the Lord. His word over your life is final, stronger than every human opinion. Tonight, you receive his verdict. You are protected, favored, chosen. No harmful word can override his blessing. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. Surely God will bring you down to everlasting ruin. Nay, this is not your ruin. It is the ruin of the enemy's plans. Every scheme built against you collapses under God's authority. Every plot formed in darkness falls apart tonight. The Lord uproots the intentions of those who tried to harm you. He dismantles their strategies one by one. Your life is not in their hands, it is in His. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. He will uproot you from the land of the living. God removes influence from those who tried to poison your peace. He silences voices that fed conflict, chaos, or confusion. He lifts you out of reach of those who were never meant to shape you. Tonight, He cuts the roots of every word that tried to cling to you. You are not tied to their judgment, only to His grace. This verse marks the end of their influence over your destiny. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. The righteous will see and fear. They will laugh at him, saying, God brings justice so clearly that even others recognize His hand. Those who once doubted you will witness the truth revealed. The downfall of lies becomes a testimony of God's protection. The righteous rejoice not in revenge, but in divine justice. You will see the outcome and understand God defended you. The valley you feared becomes a stage for God's victory. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. Here now is the man who did not make God his stronghold. Those who attacked you trusted their own words more than God. They relied on manipulation, pride, and deception. But those foundations crumble quickly in His presence. You, however, put your trust in the Lord. Your stronghold is not unstable human opinion. It is God Himself. And because of that, you will stand firm while others fall. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. But trusted in His great wealth and grew strong by destroying others. There are people who think influence, position, or power protects them, but none of those shields can withstand God's truth. Tonight, the Lord reminds you, He sees injustice. He sees those who rise by stepping on others, and He defends those who refuse to do the same. Your strength comes from God, not from human systems. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. But I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of God. This is your portion, flourishing, rooted, unshaken. While evil tongues fall silent, you continue to grow. God plants you where His presence waters your spirit. You stand strong, healthy, fruitful, protected on every side. Your life will bear evidence of His goodness. Nothing spoken against you can stop what God grows within you. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. I trust in God's unfailing love forever and ever. This is the anthem of your night. His love does not fail when words fail. His love does not fade when people change. His love does not weaken when attacks rise. Tonight, His unfailing love wraps around you like a fortress. You are safe because His love never ends. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. I will praise you forever for what you have done. This verse becomes your victory cry before you sleep. Not because the battle was easy, but because God fought for you. Not because the enemy was silent, but because God silenced him. You lie down tonight in confidence, knowing justice is already at work. Praise becomes your shield, joy becomes your strength, and Psalm 52 becomes the banner of your night. As Psalm 52 settles over your spirit, heaven begins to stir. The atmosphere around you shifts as if invisible armies awaken. God has heard every word, every whisper, every attack against you. Heaven does not remain silent in the face of injustice. Angels rise like flames ignited by divine command. Your valley becomes a battleground lit with holy fire. This is the moment heaven responds. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. You may not see it with human eyes, but the realm around you moves. Wings stretch in the dark, brushing against the edges of the night. Light bursts quietly like stars being born in the atmosphere. God releases angels assigned specifically to your protection. They descend with precision, purpose, and fierce loyalty. Every step they take pushes darkness farther away. Your valley becomes guarded territory. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. Angels draw near to you, forming an unbreakable circle of light. Their presence is strong, gentle, and overwhelmingly protective. Where evil tongues once rose, heaven now surrounds you completely. No whisper can cross this barrier of divine fire. No lie can pass through the shield God has built. You are held in a fortress made of celestial strength. Heaven stands watch over your soul tonight. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. Every destructive word ever spoken against you appears in the dark. Like smoke made visible, they hover where attackers left them. But then, with one motion of God's hand, they shatter. Every curse breaks like glass hitting stone. Every lie dissolves into nothingness under divine authority. God does not allow poison to remain near his children. You watch heaven dismantle what once wounded you. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. Now angels advance toward the enemies who spoke against you. Their swords glow with the fire of God's justice. No tongue of wickedness can stand in their presence. No accusation can survive the brightness of their approach. Heaven fights back with precision and righteousness. The forces that once rose against you scatter in terror. This is war, and heaven does not lose. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. You feel a wind pass over you, calm yet powerful. This is the breath of God moving through the valley. Every stronghold built by evil words collapses instantly. Walls of intimidation fall like paper under his voice. He breaks the strategy of the enemy in a single moment. He overturns every plan formed in darkness. Your breakthrough begins right here. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. Then you hear it, a sound like chains snapping in the distance. These are the chains created by words meant to bind your identity, chains of doubt, insecurity, shame, and fear. God breaks them one after another with unstoppable force. You feel weight leaving your body as each link falls away. Heaven frees you from every label someone tried to place on you. You are no longer tied to what they said. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. In the unseen realm, angels uproot the influence of every evil tongue. They remove the spiritual residue of harmful, destructive speech. No word spoken against you remains active or empowered. God wipes the atmosphere clean around your life. You breathe easier because the air itself has changed. What once carried heaviness now carries peace. Heaven restores what words once tried to crush. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. The Lord steps forward, not an angel, but God himself. His presence radiates authority so intense that darkness trembles. He speaks only one sentence, but it shakes the valley's foundation. No evil word shall prosper against my child. The sound echoes through both realms, burning every lie to ashes. Your identity is sealed under his declaration. Nothing spoken by man can rewrite what God has spoken. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. Now an overwhelming calm spreads across the night. The battle continues, but victory is no longer in question. Heaven's armies still move, but their faces show certainty. This war is already won. They are only enforcing the outcome. Your spirit begins to settle in this truth. God has not only defended you, he has overtaken your enemies. The valley is no longer a place of fear. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. Every evil tongue falls silent in the presence of divine justice. Whispers lose their volume. Accusations lose their footing. Criticism loses its grip. God has silenced those who tried to wound you. Heaven stands as witness that righteousness prevails. You stand protected in a victory not earned, but given. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. The unseen warfare settles like dust after a holy storm. Angels stand guard in formation, solid and unwavering. God remains in the valley, assuring you of his nearness. You feel the atmosphere shift from battle to peace. Victory settles over you like a warm blanket in the cold. No word spoken against you remains alive tonight. Heaven has responded, and heaven has won. As the echoes of unseen warfare fade, a holy stillness settles around you. The night grows softer, quieter, almost tender in its silence. The shepherd draws near, his presence warm like a cloak on your shoulders. He is no longer confronting enemies, he is comforting you. The valley that once felt threatening now feels safe and sacred. God himself becomes your shelter in the darkness. This is the peace that follows victory. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. A golden light begins to glow around you, gentle and warm. It does not blind, it rests, it soothes, it heals. This light is the covering of God that protects your spirit tonight. It wraps around you like a shield woven from his love. Nothing harmful can pass through it, nothing fearful can linger near it. You are enveloped in the presence of the Almighty. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. Every part of your body begins to release the tension of the day. Your shoulders soften, your breathing slows, your heart steadies. This is the work of divine peace settling deep inside you. God is not rushing you, he is calming you. You feel seen, held, and understood by the one who never sleeps. He watches over you with unwavering tenderness. You are safe beneath his covering. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. The shepherd kneels beside you in the quiet valley. He touches the wounds words have caused, even the invisible ones. Where shame lived, he places dignity. Where fear lingered, he places assurance. Where discouragement clung, he pours renewed hope. Everything harmful dissolves under his healing touch. His peace becomes a balm over your entire soul. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. The air around you carries a warmth that feels almost heavenly. It is the comfort of God filling the space where pain once lived. You sense angels still standing guard, silent but present. Their radiance adds to the peace settling over your spirit. No threat stands near you now. Only protection remains. This is holy ground, even in the middle of the night. You rest in a sanctuary built by God himself. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. Divine peace flows over your mind like a quiet stream. Thoughts that once raced now slow to a gentle rhythm. Your mind becomes still, steady, and deeply grounded. God guards you from intrusive thoughts, from hidden anxieties. He lifts burdens off your shoulders with supernatural ease. You feel a divine calm filling every corner of your being. His peace is not fragile, it is mighty. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. Now the shepherd places his hand over your heart. A soft warmth radiates through you, healing places even you forgot. He speaks into your spirit, not with words, but with presence. I am here. You are mine. You are safe. These unspoken promises echo with divine certainty. Nothing in the night can contradict what God declares. Your heart rests under his watchful care. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. The valley transforms into a place of rest, not warfare. Fields shimmer softly under moonlight, touched by heaven. What was once dark now carries a peaceful glow. This is God's doing. He has redefined the landscape around you. Your night is no longer a battlefield. It is a refuge. You lay down in the shadow of the Almighty. Nothing can disturb his covering. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. A deep assurance settles into your spirit like roots in the earth. You begin to believe, truly believe, that you are protected, not temporarily, not partially, but completely. The evil tongues that once wounded you no longer matter. Their power dissolved the moment God stepped into your valley. He rewrites your peace with his presence. Your soul exhales for the first time today. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. Your breathing aligns with the rhythm of God's peace, slow, steady, safe. Every inhale draws his comfort. Every exhale releases fear. Your body responds to the spiritual shift around you. You are not bracing for battle anymore. You are resting in victory. God watches over every breath you take. His peace flows through you like living water. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. Now the night feels different, almost holy. This darkness is no longer empty. It's filled with God's presence. You understand that His covering is not just protection, but companionship. He stays close, refusing to leave you alone for even a moment. You can feel His nearness, like soft warmth beside you. The shepherd has not only saved you, He stays with you. Peace has become your atmosphere. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. The valley grows silent, but the silence is comforting, not frightening. It is the silence of safety, the quiet of divine rest. Every worry fades like mist under the rising sun. You feel held, protected, and deeply loved. The shepherd encamps around you with heavenly guardians. His peace becomes the blanket you will sleep under tonight. You rest knowing God is your covering. Now that peace has settled over your valley, your body begins to relax. The tension that carried you through the day finally lets go. Your spirit softens under the warmth of God's presence. This is the hour when human strength ends and divine strength begins. You no longer need to fight, worry, or stay alert. Heaven is awake even when you are not. God works while you sleep. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. As your eyes grow heavier, the shepherd stands watch at your side. He keeps a silent vigil, unmoving, unwavering, unshakable. His eyes scan the night with perfect awareness. Nothing slips past him, not even the slightest threat. You can sleep deeply because God never closes His eyes. He guards your rest with absolute devotion. You are safe in His keeping. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. Angels adjust their positions around you as you lie down to rest. Some stand at the corners of your room, glowing softly like lamps. Others remain near your bed, forming a silent circle of light. Their presence creates an atmosphere where no evil can enter. No fear, no anxiety, no dark influence can cross their line. You are surrounded by heavenly guardians. Sleep finds you inside this holy perimeter. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. Now God begins to do the work only He can do in the night. He heals wounds you don't even realize were open. He restores parts of your soul drained by battles and words. He strengthens the areas of your heart weakened by stress. He repairs the fabric of your peace thread by thread. Every breath you take becomes part of His healing process. Your sleep becomes a sanctuary of restoration. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. As you drift closer to sleep, God quiets every internal noise. Thoughts that once raced begin to fade like distant echoes. Worries shrink until they disappear into silence. Your mind becomes a calm, still lake under moonlight. God guards your thoughts, filtering out anything harmful or heavy. He invites rest to settle fully into your spirit. You feel yourself sinking gently into peace. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. In the unseen realm, heaven continues its work with precision. What the enemy tried to plant in your heart is uprooted gently. What fear attempted to build is dismantled quietly. Angels dismantle structures of discouragement and doubt. They sweep away the residue of emotional battles. They prepare your spirit for a fresh dawn, all while you sleep, unaware but deeply loved. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. You breathe slowly, evenly, effortlessly. Your body recognizes safety, and it responds by relaxing fully. God designed sleep to be a place of healing, not vulnerability. He steps into the night as your protector, not your observer. He takes your worries into His hands so you don't carry them anymore. Your pillow becomes a place of surrender. Rest begins to embrace you like a soft cloud. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. Tonight, even your dreams are held within God's protection. He silences nightmares before they form. He guards your imagination from fear's influence. He breathes peace into the deepest corners of your mind. Your dreams become reflections of His comfort, not of your battles. Everything about tonight is guided by His presence. You sleep in supernatural safety. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. As the night deepens, God releases gentle promises into your spirit, promises of strength for tomorrow, hope for your future, clarity for your next steps. He whispers purpose into your heart while your body rests. He aligns your path without waking you. He prepares opportunities that will meet you in the morning. Heaven is not idle. It is active and intentional. You sleep while God writes your tomorrow. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. Every evil tongue that rose against you is now powerless. Their words dissolve like dust in the wind of God's breath. No lingering accusation can reach you in your rest. God has sealed your night with divine peace. He has surrounded your home with angelic protection. Nothing harmful can cross the threshold of His presence. You sleep in untouchable safety. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. Your breathing grows softer, deeper, anchored in tranquility. Your heart finds a new rhythm, slow, steady, safe. Your soul relaxes, knowing heaven is fully in control. This is not just sleep, this is holy restoration. Your spirit rests under God's shadow, fully protected. Your body rests in His peace, fully renewed. You are wrapped in the quiet work of heaven. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. Now the night wraps around you like a gentle lullaby. Stillness becomes your companion. Peace becomes your blanket. You give yourself permission to rest without fear or tension. God is closer than your breath, nearer than your thoughts. He holds your night with unwavering devotion and power. You sleep knowing heaven is working in your favor. And until morning comes, God watches over you. Morning begins long before sunlight touches the sky. It begins in the moment God decides that your night is over. Even while the world still sleeps, heaven announces a new beginning. You feel it first as a quiet stirring in your spirit, a gentle assurance that something has shifted, a promise rising within you like the first light of dawn. God is turning your night into victory. Paragraph 2, 7 lines. As the darkness begins to soften, you feel strengthened in your core. The battles you carried yesterday no longer weigh on your shoulders. The attacks spoken against you no longer echo in your mind. The wounds caused by evil tongues no longer sting. God has healed, restored, and renewed you while you slept. You wake into a world transformed by His mercy. Morning arrives with divine intention. Paragraph 3, 7 lines. Now the shepherd leads you gently out of the valley, not rushing you, not pushing you, guiding you with tenderness. The same God who fought for you in the dark now walks beside you. He points toward the horizon where victory is breaking open. The night is behind you. Fear no longer follows. You move forward with peace as your companion. This is a new day shaped by God's hand. Paragraph 4, 7 lines. The enemies who once threatened you have vanished from your path. Their influence dissolved, their words powerless, their plans undone. God dealt with them quietly, decisively, completely. You rise this morning untouched by their intentions. Not one curse remained active, not one lie remained standing. God has cleared your way. Paragraph 5, 7 lines. The sunlight begins to stretch across the valley floor. Every beam reflects the work heaven accomplished through the night. You see hope breaking through the lingering shadows. You feel strength returning to places that once felt empty. You understand now, God did more in the night than you realized. What felt silent was actually divine activity. Your new morning is filled with breakthrough. Paragraph 6, 7 lines. Now God speaks a new promise over your life. Not whispered, not hidden, spoken with authority. You will flourish like an olive tree in my presence. His words echo the truth of Psalm 52, where the wicked withered, you will thrive. Where lies tried to crush you, you will rise stronger. This is your morning declaration. Paragraph 7, 7 lines. As you breathe in the fresh air of a new day, clarity comes. The confusion that clouded your mind yesterday is gone. God replaces it with direction, wisdom, and calm assurance. He aligns your steps with His purpose for your life. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable. What once felt impossible now feels attainable. Morning brings divine strategy. Paragraph 8, 7 lines. Your heart begins to overflow with gratitude, not because the path ahead is perfect, but because the God who walks with you is faithful. You recognize His fingerprints on every part of your story. You see His protection, His justice, His love. The valley did not defeat you, it strengthened you. God used the night to prepare your victory. Paragraph 9, 7 lines. Angels who stood guard through the night now walk behind you. Their assignment shifts from protection to guidance. They go before you, opening doors God has ordained. They remove obstacles that were never meant for your path. They influence situations in ways you cannot yet see. Your day begins surrounded by supernatural favor. You walk under heaven's escort. Paragraph 10, 7 lines. What the enemy meant for harm now becomes testimony. What was used to discourage you now becomes fuel for your faith. The words spoken against you become reminders of God's justice. The attacks that once intimidated you now strengthen your resolve. You rise today not as a victim, but as someone defended by God. Your story carries divine reversal. Your morning carries victory. Paragraph 11, 7 lines. Now the full light of day rests on your face. God lifts your chin and reminds you who you are, not defined by accusations, not shaped by criticism, not marked by the words of those who never understood you. You are marked by His love, His protection, His promise. This morning reveals your true identity in Him. Paragraph 12, 7 lines. The night is gone, the battle won, and the dawn is yours. You step into this new day with peace anchoring your spirit. God turns night into triumph, darkness into testimony. Everything the enemy used against you has been overturned. You are walking into victory, prepared during your sleep. This is your morning promise, sealed by heaven. God has turned your night into glory. Night settles gently once more, but now its meaning has changed. It is no longer a place of fear, it is a place of rest. Your valley is no longer a battleground, it is a sanctuary. Every evil tongue has fallen silent, every attack has been dismantled. Every fear has dissolved in the presence of the shepherd. You can feel God's nearness like a warm light wrapping around you. His peace rests on your mind, calming every thought. His hand covers your heart, steadying every emotion. He surrounds your home with angelic protection that does not sleep. Not one enemy can cross the boundary God has set around your night. You are safe, you are guarded, you are deeply loved. God goes before you, behind you, and watches over you as you rest. He keeps your dreams peaceful and your spirit anchored. He blesses your sleep with restoration and strength. He breathes new life into you as you surrender the day into His hands. What was broken, He restores. What was wounded, He heals. What was heavy, He lifts. Tonight you do not sleep alone. You sleep under the protection of the Almighty. You sleep under the shadow of His wings. You sleep with heaven standing guard around your home. Peace is your inheritance. Rest is your portion. Victory is your covering. Subscribe so we can pray together every night. May God bless your sleep, your home, and your heart, tonight and always.